you can't abdicate responsibility. You must delegate responsibility. Now, what's the difference? Abdication means that you essentially say, all right, I hired you to run our social media. Go run it. No oversight, no direction, and you just essentially put it on them to learn. You figure out how often, you figure out what the pictures should be. I'm sure you'll do a great job. That's abdication. And then if it doesn't live up to your expectations unsaid, then you're frustrated with them. That is not the way you lead an organization. You must delegate, but delegation comes with an understanding of what needs to be done. And I can hear you say, well, I don't know what needs to get done on social media. I'm not on that Facegram thing. Then get on it. You don't have to be proficient in everything, but you must understand everything. Otherwise, you're just randomly stabbing at it. So delegation can only happen by you first understanding what needs to happen. But if you don't do this, even if you have a real clear idea of what needs to happen, if it's not documented in a place that they can reference, go back, work from, it's not going to be followed. It can't be. No one is that good. Everything in your business can be systemized, from the way the phone's answered to the way people are greeted when they walk through the front doors. If you don't, you'll never be able to reach this point where you can proficiently hand it off to somebody. There's no way to scale if it's not documented. Now, it takes some energy, but you only have to do it once. Do it once, do it right. And then as that system changes, because it always does, there's always new learnings, you allow the person that's owning that task to update the system, to keep it current. That's part of their job responsibility. If somebody's sick, somebody's out, you bring somebody else in to replace them, they quit, the documentation's current, it's up to speed, and it's easy to fit somebody right in. Or if you've got to step in and do it and you haven't done it in 5 years, you can step in and go, okay, step one. Even with that, you need to be okay with what I call good enough. There's never going to be 100% perfection in everything that somebody else does for you. Here's why. You're the business owner. You approach things with a different mentality. You approach things with a different sense of urgency, a different level of importance. If you're expecting an employee to treat it with the same level of importance and enthusiasm and attention to detail as you're going to be disappointed 99.9% of the time. So because of that, you have to create the standard, but then provide grace for them to still be their own people. Now, that doesn't mean that you allow them to go crazy and do whatever that they want, but you do need to be okay with it being not as good as you would have done. Because if you can give 100% as a coach and they can give you 80% at the front desk, that's still better than you trying to do 100% at both.